to New Matamoros for an interstate matchup between St. Mary's and Frontier. It's early in the first as Callie Powell drives and dumps it to Anna Bennett, who lays it in for two. Then Anna Bowersock fires back. She pulls up from the top of the key, and she drains the deep three. It's 3-2 Frontier. St. Mary's back with the ball as a driving Brindley Bullock finds Avi Sprouse for an easy layup. And then it's Bennett. She'll catch the ball at the free throw line, and she'll find the bottom of the net herself. Lady Devils in control, 7-4. Now it's Landry Riggs on the attack who hits Powell, and she gets it to rattle home to extend the lead. Later in the first, Lainey Watkins blows by her defender and banks in the layup. Lady Blue Devils go on to win it 63-31.